It is September the 2nd, 2021. I'm Andy, and this is a Minorcan Mullet report from the Golden Ray Wreck site and the Port of Brunswick today. Well, out at the site today, we got out, and the first thing we noticed was a wildcat block was back off the offshore cutting apparatus. And what we learned from Unified Command is that there was a change of the chain. They changed the chain out, which when we periodically we'll see this. We'll see the block put up there when they feed that chain back onto the deck of the VB10,000 when they're doing chain maintenance or shortening it or something like that. And that's exactly what was going on yesterday. But the chain, when we were out there earlier today, it looked like they were trying to cycle it back into position, getting back in to start cutting. And from what we were told this afternoon was that cutting had resumed, so they are back in operation, working on the Golden Ray, working on that final cut, trying to make this last separation of these two pieces that are still in the St.simons sound. And we're hoping making pretty good headway. Now, when they'll put that wildcat block back into play, we're not really sure. They still haven't strapped down the wreck yet. We haven't seen the spreader bars come down and then strap it yet. And as they get closer towards the end of the cut, that will happen. And when that happens, we expect that they'll probably see the block up and to control that angle, and we'll see that go on. Well, okay, we're going to start over in the port, and we got this. These are the crews that are removing the cars out of the sections. And so they got personnel that are in the aerial lift, and they go up and they put the cable on whatever piece it is that's in there that they're trying to pull out, and they'll swing back out of the way, and then the crane operator of the Pacific Horizon will put the pressure on it and try to wiggle that piece out. Now you got to imagine that this is kind of a dangerous operation, and if you jar loose one piece of this puzzle of matrix of cars and broken decks and things in there, you could very well be setting off a trigger that creates a bit of an avalanche of vehicles spilling out onto the deck. So definitely hazardous work, but it seems that they're doing this as cautiously as they can. The operator of that's strapping up the thing, he'll get in there and put the cables on and then move out of the way so that when this happens, when the piece of car comes out, he's out of the way, and they're able to lower that piece down in a safe kind of manner and get it down the deck, and then they'll just repeat the process, I guess, until they get everything out of there, or at least as far in there as they can reach. Now, this is a piece of the wreck, and they're taking this stuff out of, this is the burnt section. This is one of the decks that had that heavy fire damage. As you can see, this guy, there's not much really identifiable as a car anymore. It is just a hulk of metal, wiring that's hanging out of it. This is one of those pieces that really took the brunt of the fire back in May, and down on the deck it comes. And we've got some shots of the actual Pacific Horizon. You can see the size. This massive deck crane that's in the Port of Brunswick. It kind of dominates the skyline along the port. This piece of equipment, and this unit was used out at the wreck site. They did have this piece out at the wreck site when they were fitting the lugs on the Golden Ray early on. They spent some time out at the site. It's been back in the Port of Brunswick working this site. Now, this is why they're the second piece that they started. You know, sometimes they get a piece out, and then sometimes they don't. As we watch right there in the center of the screen, you're going to see this piece that they have strapped start to move. The operator's trying to wiggle it out of there with the crane. Just kind of breaks loose. So yes, sometimes you get them, and sometimes you don't. So you can see that car starting to move as he begins to apply pressure. You think it's going to come out. It starts to move. And then all of a sudden everything just kind of gives way. See that, and then coming up afterwards here, we've got a special treat for you guys that really like to watch the tugboats. They were moving a section, one of the dry docks. The dry dock is going to receive the next section that will come up. They were moving it back. We got some of that, so we're going to share that with you guys. We hope you enjoy this. This is going to be fun.
Caitlin, give me 20 degrees, starboard rudder. 20 degrees, starboard rudder. 20 degrees. Knock your starboard engine out of gear and just engage your port. Engine's out of gear, we're just drifting. 20 degrees, starboard rudder. Midship, Caitlin? Yes, Caitlin.
Maximum flight altitude reached.
Okay, on the cheetah, give me a little back. Back on the cheetah, roger. Star, come ahead, dead slow. Ahead, dead slow. Up on a cheetah. Stop the star. Stop. On the Caitlin, hard port rudder and twist your stern off the dock. Easy, dead slow. Twist my stern off the dock. Right full rudder. The left full rudder. Correct. Star, give me an easy back. Backing on the star. Now I'm just clutch twisting on the Caitlin. Stop your forward engine, just come ahead about quarter power on your starboard. Quarter power on the starboard. Stop the star. I'll stop. Caitlin, midship rudder. Midship rudder, quarter power to starboard. Roger, midship rudder. Midship rudder. Star, give me just a little back. Stop the cheetah. Roger on the Star. Stop the cheetah. Stop the cheetah. Stop cheetah. Stop the Caitlin. Caitlin, stop. Cheetah, come ahead, slow. Head slow on cheetah. Head slow. Star, come ahead, dead slow. Head dead slow. On the Caitlin, give me about half back on your port main only. Half back on port main only. Stop the cheetah. Stop. Up the Star. Star, stop. Get stronger back on the Caitlin. Stronger back on the Caitlin. Star, come ahead slow. Head slow. Cheetah, give me a good back. Cheetah, give me a good back. Acting good on the cheetah. Stop it. Star, stop. Easy on the cheetah. Easy on the cheetah. Easy on the cheetah. Stop the Caitlin. Caitlin, stop. Slow on the cheetah. All stop. All stop. Caitlin, give me a little back again. Caitlin, give me a little back again. A little back again on the Caitlin. Stop the cheetah. Stop on the cheetah. Pause. Slow. Head there slow. Caitlin, stop. I'll stop, Caitlin. Star, come ahead a little stronger. A little stronger. Come ahead a little stronger. Hey, Star, dead slow, Star. Come ahead strong on the cheetah. In on the cheetah. Stop the Star. Come ahead a little stronger. Stop the cheetah, stop the Star. We gotta go back another box. I'll stop on the cheetah. Stop for everybody. I'll stop. Then stop. Get slow on the cheetah, head. Skip that, come ahead, one engine, dead slow. One engine, dead ahead, slow. Stop the Caitlin. Back to Caitlin. The cheetah. Stop on the cheetah. Stop the cheetah. You just stop. Let's go ahead, Caitlin. Yes, go ahead, Caitlin. Star, come ahead, dead slow. Star, ahead, dead slow. Cheetah, come ahead, dead slow. Cheetah, dead head slow. The Star. Say again. Stop the Star. Stop. Hey, we're stronger, cheetah. Stronger on the cheetah. Caitlin. I'll stop Caitlin. Give me a good bump back on your port engine, Caitlin. Good bump back on the port engine. Star, come ahead, dead slow too. Cheetah, come ahead, dead slow all three. Understood. I'll stop on the Caitlin. killing. Go ahead, landed. You 20 alongside. We're putting lines out. A little stronger on the... Roger, sir. Come on, buddy. Hey, buddy, buddy. I got this Norwegian here on the dry dock. Over this way, buddy. Look to the port. Got that Norwegian sideways here. Where we can bump them out so that we can rotate it. Hey, man, you guys are nothing but problems, bro. I know, brother. Hey, just hang on. On the star, all stop. Stars all stop. Star, come back in, dead slow. Head dead slow. Stop the cheetah. All stop on the cheetah. Come ahead a little stronger, Caleb. A little stronger, Caleb. Star, come ahead dead slow. Cheetah, keep coming ahead. Caitlin, all stop. Caitlin, all stop. Cheetah, head slow. Star, head slow. Stronger, Star. Roger. All stop on the tugs. All stop on the tugs. All stop Star. All stop Cheetah. All stop. All stop. Cheetah, come ahead, dead slow, all three engines. Cheetah coming ahead. Star, just come ahead. Star, one ahead. Stop the cheetah. Stop on the cheetah. Okay, let's slow ahead again on cheetah. Slow ahead again on cheetah. And Star, let's slow ahead both engines. Dead slow ahead on cheetah. Both engines. Roger.
Hey Minorcan Navy, Captain Andy coming to you from the Minorcan Mullet. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Watching those tugboats work and the amount of coordination and just hearing it between all those boats, the coordination that's got to take place to move one of these dry docks is really impressive. And to see how it happens is really pretty neat. And then watching those pieces of the card come off of those sections for processing, wow, what a dangerous job. As they're lifting that, you don't know what it's going to trigger. You could have one that comes off, and you might have 4 or 5 that fall off once you loosen up the jam that's there. So real dangerous job, and our hats off to those guys. They're doing a tremendous job getting those pieces out of there and getting that used up cargo ready for processing. Hey, we're going to ask you, if you haven't done it yet, click on that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up if you like what you saw. Let them know that this is okay and you enjoy what you're watching. We ask that you continue to send the comments. We like being able to understand what you guys are thinking out there in the Navy, and also just the involvement that you have in the channel kind of makes the channel. We really appreciate that. The big thing though, we want all you guys to stay safe out there.